Okay, we have the new Rudolph hoverboard for the 2022 Christmas event in Pets MX. It's 10 steps in total. It is difficult, it is hard, but I'll try my best to explain what I did and go over everything that you need to know on how to get this hoverboard. It's only 2-speed, but it has an animation on it and it's unlimited time, so you don't have forever to get this. But let's go over the steps and what you need to know. So the first step is to go ahead and find the hidden elf on the shelf. Now, I don't know every location and it rotates every single day, but I do know 3 locations, I guess you could say. So sometimes it can be at the bank over here. And then if you head to the void, it can also be in the void over here. So you can be found on this fountain right over here. And then today, the elf is in Pixel World in the forest. So let's go here. And the elf should be on this tree. So go ahead and just find it, interact with it, and you'll get a bunch of currency and boosts for finding the elf on the shelf. So that's the first step to get in the hoverboard. The second step is to go ahead and break, I think it's 100 candy cane. Of course, it's a bit tedious, but it's not the worst quest. There's one that's much harder, but you're going to need to learn how to get some candy cane for yourself. There's a couple of things you can do to make this easier for yourself. Of course, you can do in the most easiest area and equip your best pets. I have them go by single, and candy canes spawn just by breaking coins as you normally would, and then it'll randomly have a chance to spawn as a regular coin drop in the game. So just keep breaking everything. Eventually a candy cane will drop from the sky. It's just random like anything else, and you'll eventually go ahead and it will drop like this. So these are candy canes. Break them. They only spawn in Christmas World, whatever it's called, and it's in every area here. Now some strats. So one strat will be, you can do the classic just go in first person here and then put auto clicker on, and then just put a heavy object, go one direction, and then you can do this all day. Or it's not as efficient, but it will spawn candy canes, but it'll take a little bit longer. But eventually, the more you do this, what will happen is that what do you call it? You're gonna start to get less and you have to pay attention. You can't fully AFK as things around you will start being less and less, and if it's like an area of coins, your cursor might not be hitting the coins, then it's just all about positioning and just doing it right. I'm not good at this stuff, but this is one solution for sure. If you don't want to use auto clicker, only thing you can really do after that would just be actually grind the game, or possibly a private server. Every time you join a private server, it'll always be a fresh server by yourself, and then you can go through clicking all the candy canes through all the layers here, and then you can just leave the server and rejoin it, and you always have a fresh server. Of course, you could try that in a public server, but it'd be difficult to do that, as there's only candy canes in this area for sure. Other than that, that's the only other solutions you really have. It is quite the grind. It took me the 100 took me like 20 minutes, not 15 minutes to get that all done. But it gets worse. So after that, we have quest number 3 here. I think a little bit was confused on this step of what it meant by Santa Paws delivering gifts. Well, every 4 hours on the clock, and there's 24 hours in a day, so 6 times a day is always on the same time. So like if you're doing Eastern, it'd be 1 p.m., then 5 p.m., then 9 p.m., and then you just keep going with the math there. Either go ahead and be in Christmas World, and when the timer, you see the timer on your screen, it'll tell you it'll be either Santa Paws delivering gifts or the Grinch. Now for step 3, you want Santa Paws delivering the gift, so you have a 15-minute timer to tell you before it starts which one it is. Now if you don't want Santa Paws or you don't want the Grinch, you have to server jump. You can't it's not gonna change. You have to find a new server fast and hope to get the one you want. Santa Paws is more common, in my opinion, but Grinch is a little bit harder to find. But they do rotate if you're in the same server, I think. But you do want to switch servers if you need either or. So either like for Santa Paws every 4 hours or Grinch every 4 hours. No, they can't speed it up. It's always going to be every 4 hours on the clock. It's always the same time every day, 6 times a day. That's all you have. That's the well, yeah. So all you need to do is be sure to be in the game. Now, the other issue I have after that, once you just starting it, that's what you need to do. But the issue I have here, for some reason, as finishing step 3, it also finished step 4, which I don't know what step 4 meant. I don't know what it is, but most people got that complete. My best guess to what step 4 is probably maybe index of the Christmas pets or your rank. I don't know exactly what the challenge is because most people who did finish it or was in the server also got the step 4 done, so I'm not sure exactly what it gave, like what you need to do for it. It gives attack damage potions, triple damage potions, but most people finish it in that server, so I don't know what it does. I don't know what it is, but if you're a noob, I don't know, you can probably tell us what it is. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so next up, step number 5 here. Step number 5, similar to step number 2, instead of breaking 100 candy canes, you would break 1,250 candy canes, which is, I mean, a lot. Okay, it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot of candy canes to break. It took me 3 hours to do, and I made sure we got pretty lucky because the step after this is a Grinch one, which we'll talk about a little bit more there. But you know, we just got lucky that I was able to do this in under 4 hours from the last one. So if you could do this in under 4 hours, then you'd be on time for step number 6. But as I showed earlier in the video of what you should do or what you can do to grind, those are the best options. But other than that, no, it'll take a long time, and your wrist is gonna hurt. Get some carpal tunnel, and maybe arthritis, maybe as well. So either or. But of course, you're gonna also what I did also important. Maybe I don't know for you, but for me, I decided this reward is 500 million gingerbread cookies, whatever it's called. So I made sure to do it in a hardcore mode because I get 500 million for free, which is hard to get. Anyways, the next step is the Grinch event, similar to like I said, Santa Paws one. It's random between the both, but you want to server jump pretty much to get the right one. So just make sure every 4 hours you're going to go ahead and get that done. So of course, make sure you're reading the green text. Grinch cat is stealing gifts. And that is when you have to go ahead and break one of the ice cubes. And once you break the ice cube one time, it will go ahead and get you progress done for the quest number 6. Step number 7, and once you open up 500 eggs, any Christmas egg in the area will count towards the progress. So it doesn't matter what you open up, the cheapest egg or the most expensive egg, whatever you want to open up, you'll get progress for this step. 500 is a lot, but also not really if you're buying the cheapest egg. So as you can see here, we open some eggs here, go back to Wonderland, and we have 16 progress with 8 game pass, of course. So the second last step is break 50 gingerbread chests, which is the chest at the end here. If you have weak pets or whatever, it'll take a bit of time to break this. Took me, I'd say, roughly 2 hours, I think, to get this done. 2.5 hours. I don't have strong pets, but just make sure you have strong pets. Or you can also go to the void and go ahead and put on the triple coin boosts, and you will get more damage for sure. Or join public servers and hope that somebody else is strong and they do damage as well for you, for the most part. So it took a long time, but you can pretty much guess if this is the second last step. We could show you guys the last step here. So if the second last step is breaking 50 gingerbread chests, I wonder, what is the last step? Well, the last step is actually similar to this one. It's just breaking 10 golden gingerbread chests, which is going to be located in the small cottage in the back over there. So breaking 10 of these is like, I don't know what the health is, similar to the chests, but it took me about, depending on lucky, if you can get people that's breaking it as well, Maybe it took me about 2 hours, but I don't have strong pets, so people who are probably stronger could probably break that chest much faster than I can break it. So just make sure that you pop the server triple coin boost, server boost, and your own boost as well to make this much easier for yourself. And you know what? That's pretty much it when it comes to getting this hoverboard here. That is it. That is all the steps, all 10. Took me about roughly, let's say, 10 hours maybe of grinding, possibly. But it's hard and you have a lot of time to do it. But I think the hardest one will be the candy cane grind. But I don't know, they might nerf it. I don't know. But it's a lot to go for, and it is a lot of work. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy that little grind for ourselves here. But it's free, I guess. But it is difficult. That is for sure.